Welcome back. Today live in Las Vegas, along at the New York Stock Exchange. Market under pressure, and Starbucks shares have been ice cold this year, down 47% just over the last year. Take a look at that chart. In part due to the increasing competition in the marketplace, and now the coffee chain may soon see even more customers defecting to a powerful rival. Media and technology editor Dennis Neal explains.
Hi, Maria. Well, Mickey D's is going upscale. McDonald's saying it plans to open special cappuccino bars in all 14,000 stores as a way to grab a bigger share of the market at a time of Starbucks weakness. The big question is, will customers go along with this grand scheme?
I'll always take Starbucks.
I won't go to McDonald's.
You wouldn't?
I don't care if there was $1.50 short or $2.50 less. I'll still go to Starbucks.
Now, you're talking basically a grand clash of titans here. McDonald's has 14,000 stores in the U.S. Starbucks has close to 10,000. McDonald's revenue, twice the revenue of Starbucks at over $20 billion a year. And yet Starbucks operating income almost as high as that of McDonald's because those cappuccinos are awfully expensive. And that leads to the biggest question here. Will McDonald's customers who walk in there for a $1 cheeseburger be willing to spend $3 on a cappuccino? Will a fast food restaurant that deals with fast turnover be able to get people to come in and sit down for a little bit of extra fancy coffee? Well, the McDonald's spokesman points out that they're going after not Starbucks customers, they're going after their own customers, give them extra reason to come in and give them extra reason to spend more money. But I just got to say, at $3.50 for a large latte versus $3.50 for a quarter pounder with cheese, I'm going with the quarter pounder. Maria?
All right, Dennis, thanks so much. Dennis Neal. Dylan?
All right, I'm going with both. The battle of the brew heats up between McDonald's and Starbucks, obviously. What to do on the investment front? A tremendous year for McDonald's. Last year, an abysmal year for Starbucks as a stock last year. Jana Sampson, Co-Chief Investment Officer, Oakbrook Investments is where you find Jana. Emily Sanders, Chief Investment Officer at Sanders Financial Management. Welcome to you both. I've got a cup of each here. Do the taste test later, I suppose. Emily, from an investment standpoint, are you more inclined to be long McDonald's, which has the obvious momentum, or to be picking up Starbucks, which has been clobbered?
Well, Dylan, I would definitely own Starbucks. When you go into a McDonald's, you don't have that wonderful smell of coffee beans that you do when you go into a Starbucks. And if you look at the percent of international penetration, McDonald's is about half and half domestic international, but Starbucks is 78% domestic, so they have so much potential internationally, and their international sales have been growing 43% a year versus 28% international growth for McDonald's. So that's really where the big enchilada is, and I kind of compare where Starbucks is to where Coca-Cola was back in the 1950s, and there's still a lot of upside left to go.
I mean, you say all this, but we're looking at, if you owned Starbucks stock last year, you lost a huge percentage of your money. And if you owned McDonald's stock last year, you have a lot more money today than you did a year ago. Jana, I'm curious where you come down on this one.
Well, we're fans of McDonald's, as you might have imagined, but not just because of coffee. We think McDonald's needs to do the coffee. We think it will be a profitable venture for McDonald's, but it's not going to take all of Starbucks' business. And if you look at the relative pricing, well, Starbucks is obviously cheaper right now, but we think the long-run fundamentals of the company for McDonald's make it an outstanding holding for most long-run investors.
Relative to Starbucks?
Well, it's a very different buy today than a Starbucks buy. You would buy Starbucks because it's beaten down. You buy McDonald's for its ability to grow internationally, even though it may not be quite as high as what Starbucks has been doing lately, but to return solid value to the customer year in, year out. It's done it the last 5 years.
All right, listen, Emily, Jana, thank you both for the time. We appreciate it. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to drink coffee on TV. I'm probably too hopped up as it is. Anyway, the stock market right now continues to gyrate, down 34 here on the Dow. The Nasdaq down 17. Those cautious comments from the Treasury Secretary Maria really flipped things from plus to minus, if only modestly so.